What's going on? Born for Sports. Salute to New York Giant Nation out there. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button to Born for Sports. And if you're a diehard New York Giant fan, you definitely want to subscribe to this channel and keep an eye on this show because we got a lot to talk about. It's good vibes today. It's real good vibes today, y'all. I'm in a good mood, and I'm sure all the Giant Nation is as well. We have finally gotten what we wanted and waited for. Victory Monday, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Victory Monday, the first of the year. But before we begin, I'm going to bring in one of my guys who's always showing love to the show. He's backstage with my guy, Danny. Salute. What's going on, Danny?
Victory Monday feels amazing.
Victory Monday, baby. I got all the Giant vibes today. Giant
Yes,
vibes all
sir.
the way, baby.
Yes,
Big Blue.
man.
What a win yesterday. You know, there was some highs and lows. We gonna
You
get
was
into
at you was at the stadium. How was the vibes, bro?
Oh man, it was crazy, bro. It was really good. You felt electricity going in. You felt it, bro. Like it was just a different vibe. I know you was tailgating last week against the Kansas City Chiefs that night.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So I'm not sure. You were kind of telling me how it was kind of a weird vibe out there.
It was a weird vibe.
Yeah. This one was different, bro. You felt the electricity in the tailgate, at the stadium, like everything, bro. There was like this feeling of optimism, of the unknown, of hope, and all of that. And I'm not going to act like everything was perfect yesterday.
It wasn't perfect.
It was a good
perfect.
start.
Yeah.
It was a good start. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, man. I mean, as soon as he scored that first that first rushing in touchdown, I was like,
yeah,
this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I could tell when after he scored that touchdown and the way he reacted to the crowd, I love that.
Oh man, he got us all fired up.
Yeah, I love that, bro.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Before we begin breaking down the anatomy of the recap, let's go to the chat. Oh, what's going on? Taekwon Lewis checking in. Salute, Taekwon. Hey, you want to hit that link? You can come on, bro, if you want. You can hit that link in the chat if you want to get your 2 cents out. You was out that game too. I missed you, bro. I didn't catch you out there. I guess you just wasn't close by at the tailgate. You wasn't able to come by section. Shout out to my fellow Section 330 crew, man. It was lit yesterday. We did it up good, did it up big.
Y'all guys always do. You guys always do.
For sure. Shout out to J18, the SOGs. I saw they was doing big things over there too. I passed through to say what up, but everybody was kind of scattered. So
it's always like that.
Yeah. So I was trying to show love to Purposo and everybody over there. Whoever was out there that I recognized, Mark G, everybody, but everybody's kind of scattered. So I just went back into our tailgate, and that was all she wrote. It was crazy, but shout out to them too. But it was lit. So Taekwon, you want to come through? You get that link too, man. Pat checking in. Patrick Rowe, what's going on, brother? He says it's still fuck Deontay Banks. I think he meant Deontay Banks. Yeah, for me, he almost forced us to lead twice. Yeah.
He was not playing good at all. He was not playing good at all.
Bro. He's got to go. He gave up a long touchdown. I mean, not even a touchdown. The long touchdown, obviously, to Quentin Johnson that got them back in the game. And we'll break down the anatomy and the importance of what happened after that. But also, there was a 3rd and long, bro. And his assignment was containment, assignment football on Herbert's run. And he broke containment and let him run like 20-something yards on 3rd and long. We almost lost it in our section. We was like, what is this idiot Deontay Banks doing? Get his bum ass to the back.
I don't really know what he's doing out there, man. I really don't know what he's doing out there.
I mean, he's lost. He's lost. He doesn't. I mean, honestly, I know the scheme is a problem for this Giant defense. And we're going to get into how they played yesterday. I really feel like the pieces are not fitting with this scheme Well, I should say the scheme is not fitting with the pieces, and
Yeah,
it's something.
okay. Yeah.
Deontay Banks just isn't good. He's a bust, bro. I've had it with him. I've done with him. I've been done with him since last year when I saw him.
We give him many chances. We give him many chances.
He's gotten many chances, man. He's gotten many chances, you know. And I know some of it is because he looked better in Wink system. It was a Wink pick, but he's got 2 years. How many years in the league, and he's still making the same freaking mistakes. I'm done with him. He couldn't even beat out Flat in training camp. I'm done with him. He looked okay returning kicks.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that.
I don't want to be too negative because you know it's all negative with me with Banks. The way
he had the nice punt return. Yeah.
He gave us something there. I guess maybe he can hold that spot down. I guess until he fumbles one and drives me crazy on that.
Oh my God.
But yeah, man. I'm done with that guy for sure. Taekwon says it feel good to get a W. Let's keep it going on, but neighbors.
That's the elephant in the room, baby.
About that, he will come back stronger and better. Yeah, man.
That's the elephant in the room. Yep.
That was the cloud. That we're gonna get into that too. That was the cloud. That was the only cloud of an otherwise good game. Corey Johnson checks in. Salute, Corey. What's goody, brother? He says, great win yesterday. Dart was awesome. Scat is a beast. Dex got a pick. Neighbor's injury was heartbreaking, but the team played their asses off. Yeah, man.
Well said.
I think that's well put and really good, well put. Everybody, this was a team win. There was nothing that was perfect about this win, but it was a step in the right direction. And the rookie quarterback showed he belonged and that he's not scared. That's all I can say. Was it a perfect performance? We'll break that down in a moment. No, it was not. He had some issues he needs to take off, but it were rookie issues. They weren't lack of talent. They weren't deer in the headlights because that was my concern coming in, Danny. My concern was he wasn't ready and that we were just throwing him into the fire because of desperate regime right now. But he wasn't scared, and that's what I love. He was not scared, and he competed out there yesterday. And his energy that he brought was exactly what the doctor ordered, bro. What do you think about that?
Yeah, his energy is top notch. And I told my boys this in the group chat a long time ago, and I told them this. I'm like, if they put Jackson Dart in to start as our starting quarterback, it would definitely make the O-line play much better and ignite them, and it certainly did.
Yeah. Well, I would say the run blocking was much better from the O-line.
Yeah.
But I think also the kids got to learn two things. Number one, slide, please. Slide, bro.
It's number one. I
appreciate
please.
the heart, the toughness. I love it all. And I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Every time he did something doing that, running the dude over,
it's cringy. It's cringy.
But in real time in the stadium, bro, I got up like 5 times. Like, let's fucking go. I was hyped. Yeah. But then when I came back down in my seat, and I'm like, whew, bro, slide. Slide on that next one, brother. Please.
Slide
on that next one, bro. Slide on that next one. So it was one of those. It was one of those. No,
right,
yeah, that type of.
We need you at full health.
Yeah, man. We can't risk it, bro. You just getting started, brother. We need you, man.
Yes, sir.
We gotta tame that. But also, I thought he's gotta not hold on to the ball too long on certain things, and that will come. That will come with experience. That'll come with more continuity and chemistry with his receivers. That will come. But I did feel like there was some sacks that he took where he just held the ball a little too long, trying to make a big play. Hey, that's what he's about. You know, he's trying to make a play out there. He's competing. I'm not mad at him. I'm not mad at all, and I don't think that's a bad thing because he's a rookie. But that's just a part of the. He
still got to learn the playbook. He still got to learn the playbook.
Yeah. And just, experience, getting to know when it's time, that clock inside that tells you, like, I know you want the big play, but we don't got a lot of time here. We can't hold and think you're going to run over two edge rushers when they're coming at you when they got you surrounded. Like, it's okay to throw the ball away and live to fight another play and another day. You know what I'm saying? And that'll come, bro. He's a rookie. He competed out there. That's all you can ask for, man. Daryl checks saying, yes, sir. Let's go, Big Blue. Yes, sir. Salute, Daryl. Salute. Oh man, what a game, man. What a win.
It
What a
was
good feeling,
amazing,
bro.
man. You know what, dude? We needed this, man. It's been too long, bro. It's
Yeah,
been too damn long, man.
yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's been way too long, man. We're gonna get into that and what the significance of how this felt. Yeah, Patrick also says now we got to see if we could bring in a wide receiver like OBJ, or do they try to elevate a guy like Hyatt? Well, with this injury, everything's on the table now.
Yeah.
And I know I've said in the past, as much as I would love to see OBJ come back, I just didn't think that he really is eyeing us like that he want to come back. I think he's kind of like using the Giants for a little bit of leverage to get on a contending team. But hey, if he really wants to come back, I mean, if it ain't gonna happen now, when is it gonna happen? You know what I'm
Listen,
saying? Like everything is aligned, bro.
he's teased us so many times.
Yeah, like come on.
I was gonna bring this up too, like Patrick, brought this up with the wide receiver acquisitions. Do we need to
Yeah,
make any? I say this, man. Um, if I really don't trust this receiving core of ours, I really don't.
I don't either.
And if for the sake of darts season, and if we want to make a like somewhat of a playoff push, I
Right.
think we should look into getting a wide receiver via trade or getting our old friend back, OBJ. I'll throw some names out there that I was reading earlier today.
Mhm.
Their names are like DJ Moore from the
Yeah, talk
Bears.
to me. So who we got? Who we
Uh,
got?
yeah, I read DJ Moore from the Bears could be somebody that we could
Oh
look at.
God, I love that guy. I
Uh,
think he is so underrated,
his
Danny.
route running is amazing. His
Oh
route run,
my God, it's
his route
crazy.
running is amazing.
Not to
And
cut you off, but
no, go ahead.
about DJ Moore, I'm definitely gonna let you finish your point because I like what you're
Uh-huh.
telling me. Shout out to the Aboriginal Sports Network and those guys, NYG. We talked a couple of months ago. I forgot what conversation came up. I think it was on Twitter or something. Yeah, it was on Twitter, a matter of fact. And he was talking about underrated wide receivers in football.
Hmm.
And, he brought up Sutton, and that was a good one. And we were kind of talking about it. And I said, yeah, you know who's underrated? DJ Moore. I think he is so
Hmm.
underrated. He has not
Very.
had good enough quarterback play most of his career, whether it goes back to Carolina or with Chicago. And I'm telling you, you get this guy with the right quarterback to get him that ball. Oh,
Baby.
I'm so with you, Danny. That would be a slam dunk move if Joe Shane was to pull that off. I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Right.
If he be inclined to trade a pick, especially with the Bears, they won a couple of games now, so they might feel like they're back in this thing to playoff contention. So they might not be comfortable moving him now. But eventually, as the season goes on, if they kind of get into that range of losing, I would love to have that guy. Oh, forget about it. But go ahead, brother.
Yeah, other names I was reading today was also Chris Olave from the Saints.
Oh,
Could be a
right.
possibility.
Now you're
And
talking.
I didn't read this in per se, but I'm just throwing this name out there. I want to see your opinion on this.
Mm-hmm.
He's currently frustrated with his role on his current team.
Right.
He's tweeted out his d- uh like his upsets, towards the team. Um, and he's not getting much play on offense.
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts of maybe possibility of maybe even though it's within the division, I understand that. Um, of possibly the Giants probably making him call to the Eagles about AJ Brown.
Ooh. Man. Well,
Since he's upset. He's not getting his fair share of touches with the ball.
yeah,
He's
he is.
already tweeting out. He's already tweeting out like little quotes about throwing shade at the Eagles.
Yeah, he's pretty pissed.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah.
your thoughts. Maybe the Giants could be like, "Listen, what do you want for him?"
Yeah. Yeah. Well, first of all, if that ever was a conversation, I mean, if I'm Joe Shane, I'm doing whatever needs to be done. I mean, as long as
Yeah,
it's not a first round pick. But
right.
knowing the Eagles and Howie Roseman, how they work, it's probably going to have to cost a first round pick, knowing them, and the whole division tax of going to a
Hmm.
rival, because they already saw the egg on the face the Giants got by letting Barkley go over there. So I doubt they would say, "Hey, we'll give you AJ Brown for less than this value than we could get him anywhere else.
Right.
You know, but if you could get that guy, I'm in. You know something? I might even entertain a first round pick now that I think about it. I think
I would do it because we already got our quarterback. We got we got our defense.
But you know what the problem is, Danny? I wouldn't entertain a first round pick this year, only because most likely because of the way we started our season, we're gonna have a pretty high draft pick. So do you really want to send that to the Eagles for a wide receiver? And you know, they already got a stacked roster, you know, and you know how Howie Roseman is. He's a fucking magician with the fucking draft. And you know, it's a very interesting dilemma. I don't know if I want to give them my first round pick this year. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I know that pick is going to be a high enough pick. It could be potentially a top 10 pick. You know what I mean? And do I really want to do that for AJ Brown? I don't know if I want to do that.
I would, if anything, I would probably even, you know, go the cheaper route, not even spend the money. I would probably, I would go if Joe Shane doesn't want to spend the money, I will go either try to bring somebody from the practice squad, like maybe like a Juice Wells who's familiar with Jackson Dart.
Oh, right.
Or either like a little, or like a bring up a little Jordan Humphreys, who was amazing at preseason.
It's a possibility. He has some good chemistry with him.
You know what I'm saying? So they can go that route. They don't want to spend the money. You know.
Yeah. Well, listen, that is definitely those are definitely options that are realistic right now until we see the Giants decide if they do want to address it by a trade or free agency. That's, bro, you're talking some real right there. That is definitely a possibility right now. But I'll tell you this. If Jalen Hyatt can get on the field and contribute, when is he going to contribute?
I don't know, man.
I mean, this is it. This is it, bro. Like, it's either now or never, my guy.
If they give you a chance, something here? If they give you a chance, if Jalen Hyatt is given the chance this time around, he has to take advantage of it.
There's no doubt. Well, he's cooked. He's done. He's done out of here. If he can't do it now, I mean, when is it going to happen, Danny? Right? Like, realistically, like, you can't argue. Hey, listen, it's just too many mouths to feed with Neighbors here and Wandell and Slade. Bro, Neighbors not here. He's gone now. So at the end of the day, if you can't make it, you still can't beat out guys like Bo Collins or Juice Wells. Trade his ass right now. Do it, because I don't know whether it's on him or it's just the coaching staff is just that fucking pathetic, which is also a possibility that I am not dismissing, because you know how I feel about this coaching staff.
I know how you feel about the coaching. I know.
Yeah, but bro, if it ain't now. When is it gonna happen? Now, me personally, I don't want to leave it up to him. I want something that's more like guaranteed that I can have confidence in going forward. That say, you know what, I'm comfortable with giving him a few weeks to get this together. I want that. So DJ Moore, I'm in. AJ Brown, I mean, I'm definitely would be in. Not for
Chris Olave. I could do that. Chris Olave.
Chris Olave is a great name. Might even cost cheaper than the other two guys. Saints are in a tailspin. They're a bad team. They're probably going to get the number one pick. We got them this week. I mean, hey, why not make the call? See what it'll take. It'll take. You know, would I give up a second round pick? I think I might entertain that.
For Chris Olave, I'll give him a second round.
I think I would, because he's still young, he's productive, and he's got a terrible quarterback over there. And if he comes,
what quarterback? Which quarterback?
Exactly. He's got terrible quarterback play the last couple of years, and he still put up numbers with Derek Carr of all people. So his problem is just staying healthy and staying on the field. That's his issue. But very young and still young and productive. I'm making that trade. I would love to do that. And he's under contract going forward too. So that's a nice little 1-2 punch next year. Yeah, I think, now that I think about it, Chris Olave is
the guy.
That's a good job by you, Danny. I think that is a very good idea there. I think Chris Olave will be the top target if I'm running the Giants, you're running the Giants, whatever. Joe Shane needs to pick up that phone. We're playing them this week. Man, you better go visit New Orleans. Go over to Mardi Gras.
Scout. Yep.
Go hang out at the Bayou, whatever. Do whatever you got to do. Go hang out in the Saints front office box. Go rub some elbows and say, hey, how's everything been going, guys? And see what it'll take. If they could pull that off, that's a shout out to Joe Shane. I mean, I think we ought to do that, bro.
Yeah,
I
we
definitely.
have to get something just for the sake of Dart's season. You know,
Yeah, I don't want to stun his growth, man. That's this is important rookie year, and this schedule is not going to lighten up.
it's brutal,
And
man. It's brutal.
after this week, it is not going to be a party. So the
No.
Giants have to seriously consider protecting their young signal caller. Not even if you don't think it's about contending this year, but at least for his development, that's the most important thing,
Right? Yeah.
No doubt
Because
about it.
with this receiving core, it's not going to cut it.
Not at all. Not at all. Latin 2882, my homie Dorian checking in. He says, happy we won. If it was for the LA use all the timeouts, be the 2-minute warning.
Warning.
I know what you're saying, warning, bro. Thank God they used it. Yeah. Thank God they did. That was a big play. That was big in the game too. As well. Yeah, I'm sad too. We lost, Nate. He says, I'm doing my podcast, Wrestling After Raw. I'm rocking G-Man. Oh, nice, bro. Yo, send me that link, man, when you get a chance. I'm going to check that out, man. I didn't know you was doing that. I know you're a big-time wrestling fan, Shout out to you and stuff. Rocking that G-Man. I love it. I love it, brother. I love it. Patrick says, Scatterbo is a smaller Mike All-Star. Yeah, he sure is.
Well, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, and it was funny. It's funny you said. I was saying that all this offseason. I'm like, yo, he reminds me of Scatterbo. Scatterbo reminds me of a Mike All-Star, his running style.
Yeah.
He's just more elusive than All-Star. All-Star was more power, run you over, but he had pass catching ability. But would you compare him
to like a Hinoski?
Well, you know what? He was making some blocks like Hinoski.
He was
making some blocks on some runs for Dart. He definitely was sticking his head in there, his paws, and making it happen, bro. He was that blocking ability. Yeah, you know what? The way he looked yesterday, and that was a knock I heard too, was his pass blocking needed work on Pass Pro. Well, I tell you what, on Run Pro, he was blocking. He opened some holes up in a lot of key runs that they called for Dart yesterday. So
the Dart touchdown run, he blocked for him too.
Yeah, and in pass protection, the first few weeks, even for Russell Wilson, you saw he was taking dudes on. So I guess he worked on that. You know what I mean?
He's a beast. He's a beast, man.
Shout out to Scat. Corey says, as a Yankee fan, I'm sorry about the Mets.
Yeah, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry. I apologize, sir.
Yeah. I was trying to hold that in to the end of the show.
I don't want to bring it up for you, brother. But
I'm gonna have something to say on that.
I know.
I'm sorry about the Mets, but not sorry for Soto. Whoa now.
Oh boy.
Whoa now. Well, Corey, number love, baby, number love. But first of all, the greedy and the bum part, I can't go with that with Soto, bro. Come on, it's time to move on, Corey. Yankees are fine. They moved on. They got to the playoffs. I think you go a little. Listen. The man still had a historical year, bro. Whether you like it or not, okay? Yeah, he put up numbers. Now, he should have. I wish he would have hit better with runners in scoring position earlier in the season. He got going the last 2 months and he put up great numbers. Mm-hmm. So listen, he was playing with 40-40 this year. Okay, 40 stolen bases, 40 home runs. He had 38 stolen bases, 40 over. Career high homers. It's time to move on, Corey. You guys are in the playoffs. You got to gain them all, man. You know what I'm saying?
A very important game, yeah,
live,
for sure.
Man. Let that man live, bro. He chose what he chose. It is what it is. The Mets will be back hopefully next year, but in the future. The Yankees are in the playoffs tomorrow. So at the end of the day, both teams won, bro. That's all. We got the player we wanted, and you guys still made the playoffs, and you got a playoff game tomorrow. And of course, the Mets collapsed. They had bad pitching. I wouldn't put it on Soto though, but that's a story for another day. But
I know you got to vent somewhere. Yeah, I know you got to vent somewhere.
Oh man, bro! When I took a look at the score while I was watching the Giant game in the stadium. My homie Al was like, "Yo, what happened, bro?" Because I did one of those like that because I saw 4-0. I said, "Yeah, I'm done. On to the Giants. I'm done with these clowns. They're done." He's like, "What happened?" Man. I'm like, "The Mets, bro." He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, bro." It is what it is, man. Corey also says, "Look on the bright side. Nick's season is coming up, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Orange and blue skies, baby.
Woo, I can't wait, bro. preseason, I think, starts this week. I believe.
I
I'm
believe
gonna
this
check
week,
that
yeah.
out. I'll be having some. I'll be doing a live stream during the preseason as well.
Nice, okay.
Yeah, coming. He says Knicks season is coming up with their upgrade bench. They're just gonna win the East with Tatum and Halliburton out the way. Yes, sir. That bench is looking 10 times better than last year. Oh, I can't wait, man. Story for another day, but man, I can't wait for the Knicks. I can't wait. I need the Knicks to save me from this madness that I'm going through with our team here so far. But
for real.
yeah, but listen, it's about the Giants today. Victory Monday.
Yeah, bro.
First one of the year, y'all. We gotta enjoy this one, man. We gotta enjoy this one. Let me take some more comments before we break down the game. Pat says depends on what teams are asking for in regards to your points about the wide receiver position, Danny. He says depends on what teams are asking for. I could see the Giants trading Russ maybe in exchange for a wide receiver to a quarterback needy team.
That could be a possibility.
That is a possibility. I would agree, Pat. That is a possibility. But two things on the quarterback Russell situation. What teams really want Russell Wilson at this point? And what teams need a quarterback right now? For me, it's the two teams that stand out are Cleveland or Cincinnati. And it depends.
Or New Orleans.
Or New Orleans as well. But you have to question whether New Orleans is going to do that when they just drafted a quarterback they haven't. That Tyler Shook guy, he hasn't even gotten on the field yet. So,
but you know what, bro?
Hey,
speaking of your Chris Olave tape or our Chris Olave, we could put Russ in the package.
I'm saying Russ for Olave. Who says no?
What's up?
Who says no? Let's do it. We'll throw in a pick in there. Just take them. Let us get Olave.
There you go.
Who says no, Danny?
Problem solved.
I'm telling you, bro, man. I'll drive the MetLife myself and shake Joe Shane if he pull that off. I'll tell you that,
bro.
Right. But you know what? Shout out to Russell Wilson. I also want to say this. Shout out to Russell Wilson showing a lot of leadership in class. You know, still he didn't pout. He didn't say trade me now that we know of. Now we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but as of right now, he said it publicly. Sources around the league are saying the same stuff. He actually said, I want to stay here. I don't want to leave. I want to show leadership and be there to help the kid grow. I appreciate that because you know what? Russ don't need to do that. He don't got nothing to prove. He's got his Hall of Fame career already. It's over. It's done.
Got a Super Bowl ring and everything.
Yeah, he's got it all. He could easily be a malcontent and say, screw you guys. You benched me after only 3 weeks. And one of those games, it wasn't my fault we lost. Hey, send me out of here. But he still or asked for his release. He hasn't done that. So I respect the hell out of that move by him, man. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I definitely respect Russ for that too, man. He wants to mentor the kid. He wants to stay here and mentor the kid. And props to Jackson Dart. I don't know if you heard him at the post-game conference. He gave Russell Wilson a big shout out.
Oh, right. I did hear that on the way home yesterday. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he gave him a big shout. He didn't have to do that. Yeah. You know, he didn't have to do that, but props to him for he knows what he has there in the quarterback room. He knows what he has. And he's like a sponge.
Right.
He's sponging all the knowledge from Russell. He's sponging all the knowledge from just Jameis Winston.
Right.
And so far, it has worked out. It has worked out.
Yeah.
I know it's just one game.
Yeah.
But what he showed in that one game yesterday shows that he's learning a lot.
Right. I like it. And they have a real mutual respect and a good relationship there. I like that. This quarterback room has been pros with everyone with that situation, even Winston. So hey, shout out to Russ, shout out to Dart. I like what I'm seeing. Let's see if it continues, man. Darryl also says bring up Humphries. He agrees with you, Danny.
Yeah.
Patrick says Slay needs to step up too. Yes, he does. He got paid in this offseason. I need to see more. Now you're going to get targets, Slayton. And to be fair, there was a play that I saw out there. There was a play that I think it looked like Dart checked to the play. And I think it was like I forgot where it was at. It was in plus territory. We was in their territory, just outside the red zone, I believe. And he checked into a play and threw a deep ball. And if it wasn't for a penalty, him being held, that was going to be a touchdown catch, I believe, by Slayton. So we need more of that. Yeah. No doubt about it. What do you think about that?
Yeah, definitely Slayton has to step up big time because, like you said, we paid him, and the Giants believe that the talent is still there.
Yeah,
We just have to see it, man. I mean, it's like I believe that Slayton could possibly be a wide receiver one, but it's all up to him. It's all up to him.
I think he's
You know what
wide
I'm?
receiver two at most, in my opinion.
You think he's a wide receiver too?
Yeah, I don't know if he's a one. I think if he was a one, we would have saw it by now.
You don't
I
see it?
yeah, I don't see it him. I think he needs a guy on that side for him to do his thing. But
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a combination of the quarterback play he's had to deal with so far in his
Well,
career.
now he's the wide receiver one.
But
Right
now he's
now
a
he
wide
is.
receiver. But let's be
Yeah,
honest, he was a wide receiver one since what, 2022? You know
you're
what I
right.
mean? Like
You're right. You're right.
Galladay was a bust. He didn't do shit for us in
Man, bro.
2022 when he got here, whatever. And in 2022, he was like downgraded. He wasn't even in the mix. He was
Right.
the wide receiver one with Hodgins mostly, and Richie James is one of those guys.
Oh
So
man, Richie James was amazing.
yeah, so just not catching punts, but hey, that's
Yeah.
short for another day.
Let's
But
leave that for another day.
yeah. I don't want to
Let's
go
leave
back.
that.
I'm
No,
sorry,
no.
y'all. That PTSD kicked in.
Let's
But
not
whatever.
relive that. Let's not relive that.
Yeah. But I think he has had years
Mhm.
where he was basically the wide receiver one, whether it was intended that way or not. He was until Malik got drafted here. So, hey, if now's the time to be a wide receiver one, it's now. It's now. So let's see what happens. Hey,
Yeah.
I would love for that to be. I would love for that to happen. I really would. I really would. Daryl says, or maybe we bring back Isaiah Hodgins. You know, something I can see that. I can see them plucking him off the practice squad of the Niners. I believe he's still on the Niners. I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. That maybe one of those cost effective options, and they just just to get a body in here, whatever. If they don't decide they don't want to,
I think they'll go the cheap route. Yeah, I think they'll go the cheap route.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I can definitely see that. Corey says bring in Gunnar or Wells as a receiver for Dart to work with. Yep, he has experience with them. No doubt about it. Pat says if the Giants beat New Orleans and Philly wins this week, Dart could have a chance at ending two teams undefeated streaks if that happens.
Great point.
That would be wild. That would be wild, man. Whoo, MetLife if we win this week, MetLife's gonna have juice. They're gonna have juice Thursday night. They're gonna have that's a short week.
Oh,
too.
that's that mojo gonna be there, baby.
Yeah, they're gonna have juice because they had juice in the building yesterday. Pat says we could get back to 500 and hand Philly a loss, no doubt about it. He says, hey, we all remember Eli picking up wins with a wide receiver grew towards the latter part of his career that would make most teams practice squad. Not saying Dart is Eli. Yeah, I get what you're saying, bro. I get it. That's a good point. But let's break down the anatomy of the game, man. First of all,
let's go.
My player of the game is this giant defensive line, folks. And we're going to talk about this D-line because I was waiting for a game like this.
Yes.
And to see it in person, the juices was flowing.
I can imagine.
Point of attack, baby. They was living in that backfield. Now, I'll be honest. What played also a little of a part was the injuries to the offensive tackles of the Chargers. They lost off during the game.
Yeah.
We know the story that they was already shorthanded on the O-line. But we was coming to hunt. They was coming to hunt today, brother. They was coming to hunt yesterday. So that giant defensive line are the stars of the game for me. And I'm showcasing Burns and Tibbs. Both had 6 pressures and a sack apiece. They were menaces yesterday. They were all over the field. I mean, let's Burns, bro. Brian Burns.
Oh man,
is playing on a all-pro level to start the season.
He had a key sack yesterday. He had a key sack,
big time key sack with like 3 minutes left in the game. Huge sack on third down. That was just a tremendous play, a big time play, and it gave me the vibes, bro. It gave me those old giant D-line vibes of the 2010s when the Eli Strahan teams.
Yeah, the OC Justin Tuck.
OC Tuck. When you needed that big sack on third down late in the game to push the game away or to make it tougher for the opposition to come back, they always got it. that was that moment, and the building was rocking, bro.
It looks like old gritty Giants football, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like I used to be. Like that's what we live. That was our staple, bro.
Big
That
blue,
was our
baby.
staple.
Yep. 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 It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. The D line, they were all over the place. How good was the D
Abdul
line?
Carter was good too, man.
Yeah, yeah. No doubt about it. No doubt about it, bro. I mean, they were all over the place, bro. I'm gonna read you guys a stat that I got
Hmm.
here. 1 second. This D line, bro. Point of attack. This is how crazy it was. The Giant D line held Herbert to 203 yards passing, 1 touchdown, and 2 interceptions, right? But they pressured Herbert 46.6% of his dropbacks, bro. I mean, that's nearly half of his dropbacks every time he was
to him.
hit. They got to him. They were all over him, and they were all over him, bro. And it was a sight to see. This was the first time we saw, I think, in my opinion, a consistent game from beginning to end of this Giant D-line hunting and causing havoc on a good team like the Chargers and a good offense like the Chargers. And what do you think about that, bro?
Yeah, it was like the Chargers like are a good team. We weren't gonna like, they were 3-0. They're 3-0. They were 3-0 for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Good
it
team.
was just, Justin Herbert is a good quarterback. He's one of the,
Yeah.
one of the best in the game.
Right.
But
Right.
we needed the defense to show up big time.
Yep.
We had to rattle him because when he's rattled, he's not going to be throwing the ball very good.
No, he's
So
not.
he as you could see yesterday, he was like in deer in headlights.
He was running for his life.
Yeah, bro. Like it was like he didn't know where to go, where to throw the ball to. Should I just take a sack, or should I go out of bounds, or what should I do? Coach, help me, please help me.
It was so good to see, bro. We were screaming, yelling every time. Oh man, the vibes was immaculate. This defense won this game for us.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Dart made some plays when they needed to, but the defense, they set the tone, and they were the reasons why we got enough and got the job done and held on. They had a tremendous job, and it was a team effort. Now, the run defense is still an issue. I'm not going to act like that is not still an issue.
Mm-hmm.
They gave up a long touchdown run to Mario Hampton where they just did not wrap up. It was just bad tackling.
Bad tackling all over. Yeah.
Deontay Banks taking a bad angle on his. It's things like that. Newbin missing a tackle in the hole. Pause. It just needs to get better, man. But they overcame it, and one of the reasons why is this my unsung hero. Abdul fucking Carter, folks.
Darth Vader, baby.
Abdul Carter, baby. Y'all know how I feel about this kid. I think he's going to be the next one. I keep telling y'all this. The results are going to come. They're going to come. And yesterday, he didn't get a chance. He got many chances. He made plays. He didn't get a sack. But his impact on this game was heartfelt. And it was easy to see. He led the D-line with 8 pressures by himself and 5 quarterback hits by himself. He led this.
Better than that.
Okay? And why did it happen? Oh, Shane Bowen decided, hey, maybe I might need to rush my edge rusher.
I think he heard us, Jorge. I think he heard us.
Somebody must have been locked in on the screen, baby. Someone must have reported to the clown because all of a sudden he decided to give him more usage at the edge. Something we've been all as Giant fans have been screaming for. Why is he doing this with him? Why is he dropped? Why is he not playing enough snaps? Why is that? And finally he decided, you know what? Maybe I need to stop using my elite edge rusher who we picked in the draft 3rd overall to play out in the boundary and to roam and tackle like a linebacker. Maybe I might need to use those traits and those elite talents and get to the quarterback. So thank God someone woke that clown up. But man, Abdul Carter, bro, was awesome yesterday.
He was definitely a force to be reckoned with. And hey, Shane Bowen, good job, sir. You made us proud.
Yeah,
Just for once.
1 week. I'll just say 1 week.
Let's see how he does next week. Let's see how he does next week.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to see this be the norm.
Consistent thing.
And I need to see those snaps get better, and I need to see Bowen actually trick the offense and not be so damn vanilla and let the quarterback know pre-snap what we're doing and make it easy on him or what he needs to do to overcome what we call something called creativity. It would be nice if our defensive coordinator actually had an ounce of creativity in his freaking coaching bones, but that's a story for another day. Abdul Carter was awesome yesterday.
Amazing.
And he is my unsung hero. Again, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau, they were awesome as well. Don't shortchange it, y'all. They were awesome, and they made the splash plays. But let me tell you, Abdul Carter was the best edge rusher on that field yesterday. He was a menace. And that's saying something, knowing how great Burns and Tibbs played. This guy was the best edge rusher on the field. He was wrecking havoc. And it was beautiful to see, and I want to see more of it. I do.
Shout out to Dexter's first career interception.
And speaking of that, I'm glad you brought him up. Dex, 2 pressures and an INT, baby. Did you see the play? Now that's the Dexter Lawrence I need to see going forward. The
big boy running down the field. Go ahead, Dex.
Man, I thought when he did that play, I got up when we was going to see yellow. He was like, "Come on, Dex!"
Yeah.
I thought we had a big man touchdown. I thought we got it, and he got tripped up.
I was like, Dex with a pick 6. Okay.
And he made a great play. He rushed. He saw because Herbert's game was Herbert wanted to get rid of that ball in like 2.
Quick.
There was a stat I saw coming home yesterday that on those 47% rate of pressures that the Giants forced on Herbert, he was actually getting rid of the ball in less than 2.5 seconds, and they still were getting pressure. So the game plan was getting rid of it quickly because he knew he was not going to be in for a good day yesterday. And on that play, bro, Dex rushed. He recognized what Herbert
did he block? Did he block that pass?
He did, bro. He did.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay,
he blocked it. He rushed and he read the play of what he was trying to do. He's trying to get rid of it quickly to the hot route, and he puts his hand up, taps it, catches it to himself, and ran it all the way down. And the big man was showing speed out there.
I'm telling you, he had a little speed in him.
Maybe if he didn't have so much baby weight, he might have scored on that play, bro. Shout out to Dex, though.
For real. Shout out to Dex on that. That was amazing. That was great.
But great to see that he's starting to become and show he's getting his form back. Coming off the injury last year, the surgery and everything, no preseason, had a child with his wife. Shout out to them. It's starting to get it. Basically, this has been his preseason. This first month. So maybe this is a sign there's some great decks about to be unleashed, especially this week, because I just heard earlier the Saints starting center is not going to play. So it's time.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Ruiz is not. He's out. He's out this week.
It's time to cook. It's time to cook.
Yo, it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be a party, especially next Lawrence. Excuse me, no doubt about it. But I'm also going to shout out the turning point of the game, y'all.
That was a key interception.
Of the game, and before we get into it, I got a guest backstage that want to jump on, and I want to bring him on because I actually watched this gentleman's show with his partner, and they do a hell of a job. Let's bring in Drew from the Two Giant Blue podcast. Salute, my brother. How you doing tonight, man?
What's up, sir? Victory Monday.
Woo. Victory Monday, brother. I love to see it.
I'm breaking out the shirt. I'm breaking out the chain again.
You have to. You have to, brother. Yes, sir.
That chain is fire, bro.
Yeah, I gotta say that to you guys, though. I'm probably the most negative guy you'll ever come across today, though.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
I there's so many issues I have with this win still that it's like,
there's
times like, and we've had this all as Giants fans. We watch a game, we go, you know what? God damn it, we lost this game more than the other team won it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a certain kind of degree of that with that game on reverse, right? Because you look at what we did in that game. Well, let's leave the neighbors thing out of it because that's just goddamn depressing.
Oh God,
Right.
I'm still trying to process it, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so Giants, 27 pressures, 12 QB hits, 13 hurries, 2 sacks. Sounds effing great. Like this is what we're supposed to be doing every single game, according to everybody this preseason.
Right.
But then you take into consideration we have their third and fourth tackle in the game.
Yeah.
Their backup guard, their center was dealing with a back injury.
Yeah.
Like, we should have done that.
That's exactly what we should have did. Yep.
You know? Then you look at the fact, okay, Giants had 161 rushing yards. Great. That sounds freaking amazing. Then you go, wait a minute. We averaged 3.8 yards per carry against a team that was giving up over 5 yards a carry going into this game.
Right.
You know,
still can't stop the run.
We get 2 interceptions we get in this game. Okay, great. We never get interceptions. This is all great. And then you look and go, well, goddamn, both of them got returned to within the 5-yard line. We only got 10 points. We should have got 14.
The red zone offense has to get better, bro. You are so
I was
right
going to say
about
that before, too. Yeah.
It's brutal. I was definitely going to touch on that, too.
And keep in mind, we scored 21 points.
We should have had more.
I'm saying 21 points. 10 of them came off of 2 interceptions that we got into within the 5-yard line. Like that, you can't count on that every week.
And now, let me ask you a question, bro. Drew.
Yeah.
And you make great points because I definitely was going to touch on that. I'm glad you brought that up. But since we're on that now, what do you think the problem is why we keep just being so putrid and terrible in the red zone, bro? Because I have my theories as well. I would love to hear what you think.
I'll tell you, you don't need a big magnifying glass. If you just go right into the head coach's office, you'll find the problem right there, sitting in the chair behind a desk.
Boom!
That's it.
Point blank.
The play call's abysmal. It is. No creativity.
I've been saying forever. Don't tell me that Kafka. Like people are like, oh, Kafka. I don't think Kafka's ever gotten a chance to actually run this offense. No. Dable is so much a control freak. Don't tell me.
You think Dable got his fingers on it?
100%.
No doubt about it.
Don't tell me that Mike Kafka was like, hey, this is the first time we're in the red zone all freaking year. Let's go ahead and put Marcus Bowe out as a wide receiver. Won't that be fun?
My God. PTSD.
Yeah,
bro, I lost it when he did that week 1. And it wasn't like the play after Scatterbo got right in there, but like the 2.
Right.
Wasn't that
right.
The play before, previous play? Memory is
that was being cute. That was being too cute.
Ridiculous.
I guarantee you also Kafka would have gone for the field goal, not the touchdown towards the end of the game, too.
Oh yeah. The New York Giant field goals. They love field goals, don't they?
No. We didn't do the field goal. We don't put it on 4th down. It's the one that Wan'Dale Robinson couldn't take down.
Oh, that's
the 2-point conversion. The 2-point conversion one.
I'm so glad you brought that up with Wan'Dale. And I have to say this, y'all. I need Wan'Dale to cut the shit. You get your hand on that ball. Hold on to the ball, bro. Enough of this. I don't care how small you are, dude. Your hands get on that ball. Cradle it and go down and score.
Grab it down.
Trying to draw penalties and flag. When he did that shit, I was
He's trying to flop. He's trying to flop and get a flag. Yeah.
This ain't NBA. What you trying to draw a foul, bro? What you doing?
Dude, if you're going to throw to a guy in the end zone for a jump ball scenario, the last one you want is the guy who's his jersey's probably made by the Oshkosh Bagosh people. Like, seriously, like that's the last people.
Baby Gap made it. Baby Gap.
Yeah, like that's the last person you should be throwing to. And you know who's right next to him, by the way? Just as open? Theo freaking Johnson, if you watch the replay.
I don't understand why don't throw the tight ends in the red zone.
In any of them.
Like
and they only did a shovel pass touchdown.
That was it. Yeah,
that's not enough. That's not enough. Each of these guys. You got
that was pretty creative,
though. You got Daniel Bellinger, who can catch the ball in there. You got Theo Johnson, who probably has the most talent of the tight ends that are active on the roster. You got Fidoni, who's on the practice squad, who I see him getting a monster target all preseason, and he can't even get in. He can't even dress.
He's not on the practice squad. He's on the roster. They just never activate him. He's like Evan Neal at the tight end room, basically.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, he's a healthy scratch. He's a
healthy scratch.
Healthy scratch. Right on that. But still, why we can't use the guy? I mean, come on.
Let's be honest. One hit and his career's over anyway, probably at MetLife. Let's be honest. He's had 2 ACL tears in the same exact knee. He's the least.
When are they going to get rid
of that turf is the devil.
Yes, turf, bro. When are they going to get rid of this shit? I mean, it's the turf ends more careers than anything I've ever seen in this stadium, bro. It's unbelievable.
Bro,
Let's look at this list here. Okay, so it's funny because we got our show coming up here about half an hour, and I'm getting my notes ready as I'm watching you guys. So here's the list of ACLs / Achilles injuries at MetLife.
Oh.
Okay, in the last 6 years.
This is everybody, not just Giant players.
Let me sit back to this because I know I'm out. Yeah, go ahead.
Now, I got this from a combination of a couple posts I saw and people posted. I asked ChatGPT, I asked Google AI, because it's like nobody has like this list like ready to go.
Right.
We should be compiling this at this point. But obviously, you got Malik Neighbors this year. Last year, somehow, no one. Like, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know who made a deal with the devil, but nobody. Okay. 23, you got Aaron Rodgers, obviously.
Right.
You got
that was one, yeah.
Dolphins.
Right.
22, Kyler Fuller, Darian Beavers, Marcus McKeithen, Sterling Shepard, Wan'Dale Robinson, Aaron Robinson. I ran out of fingers on one goddamn hand.
That is crazy.
That is wild.
21, Blake Martinez, Jabril Peppers, Shane
Martinez,
Williams, TJ Brunson, Jonathan Harris, Matt Pert, and Sterling Shepard again.
Yep. Oh my God,
man.
Bro, it is insane. This turf is the Grim Reaper.
Thomas, the last game of 2019, John Jalapeno. Remember him? The
holy shit.
The
backup center. Oh shoot.
Yeah.
So that this is all the last 6 years, all those injuries. Now, I will say this to their credit. They changed the turf about 2 years ago, and that's you're seeing less. I do want to include that. It's like kind of a little asterisk in this whole thing.
Yeah.
But I'm going to call out the NFLPA point blank on this.
Yeah.
That's absolutely goddamn ridiculous out in this day. Because you notice MetLife, oh, you want to play soccer here? Let's put some grass down.
Thank you for bringing that up. Thank you so much, Drew. And I was just, you know what's funny? I was just talking about this yesterday. With shout out to my 330 crew, man. But we were talking about this yesterday. Like, how is it that John Mara is okay with bringing in grass for some soccer, but then for his own team he invested in, he brings that turf back, and it's just the Grim Reaper.
Makes no sense.
How does that happen? Like, what are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? Put grass in that stadium, please, man.
Now
they have to.
It says here, and this is Google AI. I'm not going to sit there and pretend to be a grass expert, the horticulturalist, or whatever the hell word you want to use here.
Right.
It cost them $400,000 to put grass in for this FIFA World Cup. They're saying that it would cost about $2 to $3 million annually to go ahead and maintain the grass.
To maintain the grass.
Yeah, now this seems like a lot of goddamn money, but then you throw out the fact that you got guys literally making more than $2 to $3 million per game in the NFL.
I mean,
no excuse.
I mean, he just made some money by selling a minority stake. I think they can cover the charge.
I think they can cover the charge.
I mean, you gotta be kidding me, bro. Isn't that something? Unbelievable. The Giants need to make the right decisions by their players. And I'm telling you right now, sooner or later, if it hasn't already, and it probably has already, this is going to cost them trying to attract free agents to this place, because the players are not going to want to come here, especially veteran players that they know they're looking to win and they're trying to get their last of it, their earnings for their career. You think they're going to want to come to this stadium where careers go to get injured and die? No. They better start thinking long term about the real issue in MetLife Stadium and for the future of this franchise going forward.
Jackson Dart.
Look at the linebacker positions. You can look at from both angles. So you get a veteran there like Blake Martinez, freaking tackling machine.
Missed that
really
guy.
Good his first year. Tears the ACL late there. Never the same player again. The guy goes from selling Pokemon cards to being a practice squads. Like, he can't even make it to an NFL roster after playing for the Giants.
It's ridiculous.
It's sad. Young guys, Darian Beavers, TJ Brunson, that careers are done before they started.
Yep. And then they're playing catch up, trying to they're rehabbing all the time, and then they're never the same. And then
Odell wasn't the same either.
I wouldn't even want to be drafted by the Giants as a player for financial reasons. I mean,
I dig it. I dig it, bro. I dig it. I mean, something's got to give. They got to show their players that they are committed to their health, not as much as they are committed to winning. And it goes hand in hand. You got to take care of your players, man. You got to do it. They're asking for it. Honor what they're asking for, man. Put the grass on the damn field, man. This soccer FIFA World Cup. They get the benefits and we don't. What part of the game is that, bro? That is just sickening to hear, man.
And can Ronnie Barnes finally retire?
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. This guy has a lifetime contract with
I admit it freely that I'm an old bastard. I'm 43 years old. This guy has literally been with the Giants longer than I've been alive.
The guy is a lifetime. I mean, his pension must be lovely. I'm telling you right now.
Must be good.
He must know where the bodies are at, where the bodies are buried, bro. He must know.
Graduated college in 1975. He's been with the Giants since 76.
Unbelievable. That something's got to give.
50 years next year. 50 years.
I mean, are you really surprised though, Drew? At the end of the day, how long do they have the same old guys still in the scouting department for so long?
We've been saying that forever on our show.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like these guys got lifetime contracts, bro.
They need a football czar, so to speak, to come in and revamp the entire football. Like, leave the business side alone. You do what you want on tickets and merchandise, but the football
scouting.
You got to bring somebody in to clean house and figure it out. And honestly, there's only one guy I can think of off the top of my head that I would be interested in giving the spot to, and I'm not sure he's young enough to want that job anymore. But Tom Coughlin.
Oh, Coughlin.
He knows the building. He knows the people in there.
I would do it. But I don't think he would, bro. I think he's more like I'm moved on with my life. Is his wife still sick or did she pass? I'm not sure.
I haven't heard anything either way, to be honest with you.
Because I saw, I believe it was last year, they did a documentary or story on Tom Coughlin and how he was being a caretaker for his wife because his wife got very sick. It's a sad story. Yeah. It really is sad. You know,
she passed 3 years ago.
Oh, she did. Okay, so see, that's. And I apologize if I wasn't aware to the audience.
I wasn't aware myself. I had to look it up myself.
Yeah, but I do remember that. Like,
except from what we do, you know what I mean? Like, I don't.
Yeah.
We joke around about something, especially when LT gets in trouble every so often. But I don't want to be the PMZ of the Giants. You know what I mean? Like,
right. So that would be interesting to see if he would go. Now the thing about it is, Coughlin actually did have that job in Jacksonville, and it didn't go well.
Well,
so I'm not sure.
Didn't.
I mean, the first couple of years it was all right, but then kind of flamed out. I don't know. So you wonder at his age, is he really like? Is he gonna be?
Does he really want football anymore?
Yeah.
Does he really want to be?
I'm not saying he can't do the job because the man is an intelligent football mind, but does he have the heart to do it anymore? That's where I'm at with it because of his age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think what I would love to see. Sorry, Danny.
No, you good. You good, brother.
What I would love to see is if the Giants, and I think they will eventually move on inevitably, whether it's both these guys at the end of the year or one of these guys, which is the coach. I would like to see. I don't want to see Mara picking the coach in the regime no more. Go hire one of those firms and let them figure it out, like what Washington did when they picked Peters and they picked the coach, Dan, whatever his name is,
Dan Quinn.
I would like to see that. I don't trust John Mara picking coaches and regimes no more. He's failed miserably. I mean, what has he gotten right? Dave Gettleman, ever since Reese was let go, think about the turnover. What has he done right with this regime and his style, his hires? David Gettleman, okay. Joe Shane is suspect, okay. Now, his last couple of drafts, I've actually liked them. But he still has some big time misses his first couple of years that we're still paying the price for.
Yep.
And in my opinion, they're a package deal to me. And this is why I wanted them gone last year. You know what I mean? Because I didn't want these guys picking the new quarterback. Because then if they get fired inevitably, now it's clumsy again. Now you're going to ask a regime to take on a quarterback they did not pick. So we're back to the circle of shit like what we did with Joe Shane and Dable when they inherited Daniel Jones. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want that. You know what I mean? So in my opinion, I don't want to see I don't want to see John Mara pick the next regime. I would like them to go outside of the box, go get a firm, let them figure something out. Let them talk with league circles and try to help us. I don't know.
But knowing John Mara, he ain't gonna do that.
But
No,
didn't they do that? Didn't they get Ernie Accorsi in here before to help?
Well, that was a long time ago. A matter of fact, I believe that was the NFL that did that. The NFL did that.
Was George Young back in the 70s, I think you're thinking of. Or Ernie Accorsi.
Oh, right. You're right. George Young. You're right.
He had stepped away from the Giants to go ahead and help with searches later on. You know,
but his father hired him, right?
What was that? Sorry.
Didn't his father Wellington hired? Of course,
hired George Young, and I don't know who hired Ernie Accorsi technically because Wellington was up there in age at that point.
Right.
So
right.
I don't know, whose decision that was in the end. One of those situations we'll never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
true.
He was also, I believe, he was George Young's assistant. He was also the GM going way back to the John Elway turning down the Colts too. So yeah.
I remember that. Yep. Okay, so there you go. But
they've
it's
done
been
it
so long.
It's that they keep on doing in-house. I mean,
you
could even go back to the Shane and Dable thing. Dable worked under Belichick, who obviously has the Giants ties, and Joe Shane worked under Bill Parcells in Miami.
Right.
And
that's a good point.
That's what they do. They can't get out of their way. Like they need to go ahead and get somebody who is
the giant way.
They got the box. The giant
the
way.
Whole giant way. We got to have everyone be in the same family ancestry tree. We have to do that. It's time to go outside the box and get this done. Like enough. Like how long are we going to keep on with this cycle? It's inevitable. These guys are going to be gone. So my whole thing is I need either Tish to get it, which I know Tish is not hands-on with the football side, but I need him to get involved and say, hey, we need to try something different, John. Okay, let's go outside and let's get a firm or somebody else and let's hire somebody that we're not comfortable with, but we know has the results and on the resume, and let's see what happens. What do you got to lose at this point? I mean, seriously.
I think one of the guys that could potentially be someone the teams in general, not just the Giants look at, actually was on the opposing sideline yesterday, I should say. Jesse Minter, the defensive coordinator for the Chargers.
Oh, I love that guy. He's good.
This guy's good, yeah.
I think look what he's done with that defense. And there's no really, besides Derwin James, who's the big names?
Exactly.
Khalil Mack, who's like 90 years old.
Khalil Mack.
Yep. That's a fact.
The guy's a Hall of Famer probably when it's all said and done. But he's definitely not Khalil Mack of 5 years ago.
Yeah, no question.
What do you guys think about Antonio Pierce? Maybe
no.
Get him
head coach.
Job.
No,
I'd rather something. I'd rather him be. If I'm going there, DC. I don't want head coach. I rather.
No, I'm not saying head coach. I want him as a DC.
Oh, DC. Okay.
You would want him, Drew?
I'm not
feeling him, Drew.
Guy, really, I'm not. I mean, what has he really done?
Yeah.
Besides getting kicked out of college.
Yeah. Well, I thought he was pretty good with Arizona State, wasn't he?
He got kicked out for all kinds of issues that they was behind the whole scandal.
Oh yeah, well, yeah. Well,
screw it. Just bring
Wink. It's a dirty game now, boy. I'll tell you.
Yeah. Screw it. Just bring Wink back.
Bring Wink back. I'll tell you a name I would love as a candidate. And he's inexperienced, but a candidate. If we move on from these guys and we're looking at the head coach position, Hafney from Green Bay. I'm looking at him. And I'm seeing him when he runs with his defense, and I'm looking at the talent on our defense. And I'm like, as you mentioned, Drew, with Minter, I'm think of it from the same lens with Hackney. I would love to see him get his hands on the talent on this defense.
I will say though, bad time to bring up his name after giving up 40 points to whatever's left of the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true too. That is true. But I do like what I saw from him, and most of the season last year. I mean, before Parsons got there last year, their defense was pretty good last year as well. I mean, I believe they were the number one ranked defense last year, statistically, or top 3. I don't remember, but they were really good last year. Deep, and that was without Parsons. Now maybe they're adjusting to some things, and they showed the potential they can have. You saw what they did to Washington a couple of weeks back, and they played a really good game against Cleveland. We know Cleveland's offense is terrible, but still. They played a pretty good game. I think the Cowboy game is probably the outlier just based on how the ebb and flow of the game went. It was just crazy how that went last night.
But
it was wild.
We're like still talking about it. What do we do with Dable? Like,
get rid of him. I'm done with him, bro. I'm done. I'm done with this staff, bro.
I was
one thing about me.
I was done with the
Dable. I don't like none of these guys. Dable,
I'm
Shane Bowen, forget it.
I'm 50-50 on Shane because there's good and bad he's done. But
yeah, I get that.
More good, I feel like later on as we go. But it's like when I keep seeing guys
bias might win out
when they leave here. It's like at what point do you go? It's not the players, it's the coaching staff.
So you guys think if Jackson Dart does really good the rest of the way, you think he still get fired?
No.
I think they got to win. I think it depends on how it looks. I think it's the cosmetic of it. They got to win some games. They can't finish 2-15. If they do that, they're not going to be able to stay. No, I don't see that.
Well, you think right? If you just look at the schedule right now, we should win next week.
Yes, that's got to be a win. Got to be a win. That's a got to have it.
The big thing is going to be how does Dart develop as far as the rest of the way? Because you got Eagles, you got Broncos, then you got the Eagles again.
Packers is on that schedule.
And the Packer Green Bay that game. Yeah.
Then you got the Niners. Well, again, who knows? They just lost the Jaguars. You got the Bears, who I'm not very impressed with.
No, me
but then you got Packers, Lions. This is a tough schedule.
So that's what we were talking about earlier, Drew. You think they should definitely make a trade for a wide receiver?
I don't think so. Who's out there you want? I heard Olave. I heard you guys talking to him.
Yeah, like Olave. If we could probably bring up, Juice Wells or Humphreys.
Honestly,
possibly.
To me, there's two guys I love.
Because I really don't trust this receiving corps with Dart.
No.
Listen, I think they're actually underrated. I really do. We forced the ball to push the Neighbors the last couple of years that people have forgotten that Slayton's a 700-yard guy year in, year out usually. That Wan'Dale Robinson got 93 catches last year.
But it was for 500 yards.
But that's not on him. That's a depth of target for him was 3.8 yards per reception.
Right.
What's supposed to do? Give 1,500 yards? You want him to run
Drew,
like a running?
He dropped so many balls.
Oh, man.
He kills.
I get it.
That was a touchdown yesterday. I could not believe he dropped that ball. I'm sorry.
That's not on him. Why are you throwing the ball to the smallest goddamn receiver when there's a big freaking tight end right next to him? And don't be wrong, I'm not trying to blast Dart for that either because Dart was running. Bad decisions get made in running. It's his first NFL start. Like, that's not me trying to badge on him. It's just me pointing out that was a mistake on either the play or the quarterback. It's hard to say without knowing the exact play and how it's written up.
Right. I get that. I think it's just me being old school. You get your hands on the ball, you got to hold on. That's just me, I guess. I don't know.
But to me, I look at Olave and I'm like, okay, last 2 years now, obviously we're a year and a quarter, I guess you'll say it. 12 games he's played, 585 yards. He's not the old Olave. And here's the other problem you're going to run into. You want to go get a top-end receiver that's going to be on next year with Neighbors. How is that going to work?
Yeah. I think you can make it work with the right coaching staff. Maybe not with these guys, but the right coaching staff. See, I'm already thinking ahead because I don't think they will survive, and I just don't see it.
You think he's candid either way?
Yeah, I don't think he's surviving unless we go on a crazy run and Dart looks like he's a player. I don't think he's gonna have.
We even get close to 500. He's staying. I'm telling you.
That's what I mean. If that happens,
even close to 5, he's staying.
I think even something like
6-7 wins
still there.
But are we going to get those 6-7? That's the thing. I don't trust
John Mara doesn't want to Daniel Jones this kid, and that's what he's going to be afraid about. Is we kept changing coaches with Daniel Jones, and we ruined him. Look at now, he's Indiana Jones. He's fighting, the chalice in the cave over in Indiana. So it's like it's not the same thing. Like,
oh, by the way, speaking of Daniel Jones, since like the social media wars out there just love to shit on the Giants because of how great Jones looked the first 3 weeks. I don't hear a peep about him this week. I wonder why.
I wonder why. I hear crickets, bro. I hear crickets.
I don't hear nothing about him this week because he looked terrible yesterday.
Honestly, he's not if you take Donnie Mitchell out of the game with the stupid stuff he did.
I know he did something where he fumbled at the goal line, right?
At the goal line, he dropped the football.
1-yard line and dropped the football, and it goes out the back of the end zone for a touchback. That would have been
Two
an excellent.
interceptions yesterday. I saw too.
But if you look at Daniel Jones's numbers yesterday, 24 of 33, 262, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. You put that touchdown back in that should have been in. Obviously, that's not on Daniel Jones.
No, I
he's
wouldn't
over
say that.
300 yards. He's 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. You would say, okay, I would like not to have the picks, but
yeah. I get you. Again, I have nothing against the guy. I just find that funny. Like we don't hear anything about that. But
by the way,
whenever he does good,
the guy got the
shitting
holding
on us.
call.
You know,
Donnie Mitchell also the guy got the holding call that cost Jonathan Taylor a touchdown. So literally, he single-handedly cost that team 14 points yesterday.
Oh damn! Well, they need to cut that boy. Cut him.
Oh man,
cut him.
You're not going to cut a first-round pick from last year.
Listen. Sit him. Do something. Like he ain't it. I haven't heard much from him since he came in the league. To be honest with you,
all he is fast.
That's it. So it's
all
like, what is he doing? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you just gotta accept what he is.
For him.
Remember picture that, right? Oh my God. But I would love to have Olave. I'm actually on that camp. I wouldn't mind getting him if it's for the right price. I just think, we got to get something in here because I'm really afraid.
Give the Saints Russell Wilson.
Honestly,
who says no? Russ for Olave.
Who says no? Russell for Olave. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I can picture the Russell Wilson now over the Big Easy, like this limited gumbo,
limited gumbo,
going down. Was it Bourbon Street?
Bourbon Street with the beads.
Oh, yeah.
Unlimited beads.
I can see it now at the Mardi Gras. Here's some beads. Here's some beads. No personality whatsoever. It would not fit.
These bees.
You gave us Chris Olave.
God loves you. Here you go.
I can't with y'all.
Purchase shirt got gone. Here's some beads. Sierra's gonna kill me. Stop this.
So I want to ask you guys something. What do you think about Dart's performance? Both of you, man. Jackson Dart. Here's the numbers: 13 of 20, 111 passing yards, 1 touchdown pass. Buddy had 54 yards and 1 rushing touchdown as well. I love the energy he showed. He really galvanized the team, and they rallied behind him. What did you guys? Obviously, it was an uneven performance. He's a rookie. He didn't blow anyone away with what he did yesterday, but I thought he competed, and he showed he wasn't afraid of the moment. What do you guys think about that?
Joe, go ahead. You go first. Go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so it's a mixed bag, obviously. You look at what he did overall, and you can go, okay, didn't get a lot of passing yards, obviously, in this game, but you could also sit there and say the Giants clearly did that on purpose.
Oh, yeah.
Like there was time, like what was the one drive in the red zone? It was like run the ball. They didn't even give him a shot to get a touchdown.
Yeah, I didn't like that play calling, bro. This is why I don't trust.
They dumbed down the play calling.
But listen, I've said it all going into this game. The Giants were going to run. They were going to do RPO style, which they didn't do a straight up RPO, but they definitely had the styles like that at times there. And
similar. Yeah.
And this is exactly what I expected of this. And they wanted to kind of get his feet wet against a very tough defense, by the way. He deserves a lot of credit for that against a very tough defense.
Absolutely.
I think the play that really impressed me the most, and we did the play-by-play on my channel, and I was like, oh my God, when this happened, I could not believe it. Like, for a rookie to make this move, for him to get out of the pocket, and I wish I could remember better which drive it was, but I know it was deep. They were deep in the end zone at that point.
I remember that one. Yeah.
And he goes out of the pocket, and you see him like this, telling Slayton, come on,
to come back to him. Yep.
That.
Yeah, that was great.
And that was probably and it's crazy to say this on a game where he had 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, one throwing, but that was my favorite play of his of the entire game because it told me 3 things in this. He wasn't scared.
Mm-hmm.
He has a brain on his head.
Right.
Like had a brain on his head there. And then on top of that, the ability to move and throw at the same time like that and get things going. I just thought, like, yeah, that was damn good. That was damn good. Like that was the play. And it's funny. I see T-Pay in the see TP Way in the comments there. Listen, I said point blank on Sneaky Show. What did I say? I said the Giants' best chances to get to Justin Herbert nonstop and to run the football. It's exactly what they did. They actually listened.
You know what? I'm gonna put my guy TP Way, who I see is in the chat, and he just brought that up, brother. First of all, TP, salute to TP. What's up, brother? I'm glad to see you checking in. I know you're happy about that win. But in regards to your comment, Drew, he says, Drew, just when I thought your closing remarks on Sneaky Show was good when it happened, it was even better after the fact.
Yep. Literally, that's exactly what I said, when I was on Sneaky Show. I said, listen, we got to get to the quarterback nonstop, get him uncomfortable, and we have to run the ball. And what do we do?
Yeah.
It's like Dable actually listened to me for once.
Oh, he was watching Sneaky Show for sure.
He was watching crazy,
by the way.
Yeah, watching the show.
Yeah. That's a good call.
It wasn't a bad day by Dart by any stretch of the imagination, but I can't get overly excited. By the way, for comparison, 23 of 36, 336 yards, 2 touchdowns for Daniel Jones, his first, along with 2 rushing touchdowns.
Right.
And look what happened to him.
Exactly. It's early. It's too early in the game. No doubt about it.
Either way, one game is not going to excite me. It's not going to get me down. It's not going to change my opinion in any way, shape, or form. Like It is what it is. And I want to say to you guys what I said about Dar coming out of this draft, because I'm just going like this the whole time right now with him. But I do think he's a smarter player than I expected. I think the big thing for him right now is you got to go ahead and feel the rush better. That's the big thing.
I didn't hold the ball. I mentioned that early in the show.
He held the ball too long. Yeah.
And a lot of those sacks were point blank, not on the line. They were on him.
Yeah, absolutely. And that'll come with with experience and he'll figure that part out.
Hopefully. Again, Daniel Jones never got that. So,
Yeah. Well, the thing with Daniel Jones was he just didn't have the pocket awareness, you know what I mean, coming out of college. For what I see with Dart, it's more of he feels he can still make the play even with guys on him like that. Yep. So he'll hold it. Like he's trying to make a play. Like he even had a couple of instances where he's trying to stiff arm 2 guys trying to tackle him, behind the line. Yeah. Get rid of it, bro. Move to the next play. It's fine to do that. You know what I mean?
And there is times where I put it this way: there's mobile quarterbacks. We've all seen mobile quarterbacks play, and I think it's safe to say Daniel Jones is a mobile quarterback. And I hate to keep kind of making comparisons, but it's like you're comparing your current to your ex kind of situation.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
It just is what it is. But the thing about Jackson Dart, I felt like, is he has mobility with the purpose. There's guys who are also able to sit in the pocket that aren't necessarily very mobile, but they know how to maneuver the pocket. Like Eli was a freaking beast at that. Let's be very frank. If we ever had to counter Eli Manning running the ball back when he was playing, we were in trouble. Point blank, in trouble.
Yeah, we don't want that. We never wanted that.
He knew when to step up. He knew when to shift off to the right or left. Like he had that ability. If you throw that in with mobility on top of that, and that's what Jackson Dart was starting to show a little bit there. Like that's going to be scary, impressive. We just got to see a little more of the actual throws. And again, that's not on him right now. That was on the coaching staff that was designed to kind of wean him into the NFL. And I really hope that this week here with the Saints, they just open up the playbook and let him go.
Let him free. Let him free.
Let him free. For him to learn against, it's the Saints. It's like when you're in college and in the first week you're playing South Alabama Christian Polytech University,
Appalachian West State. No doubt about it. That is definitely would be the key there if that could happen. But I think he's going to continue to get better. But my concern is more with the coaching staff putting him in the right position with the right game plan and not leaving him out there to take on the world and save him from himself. And also give him a chance, give him a shot to be successful.
How many quarterbacks have failed with this regime right now?
It's unbelievable.
It's not we talk about Daniel Jones. It's not just Daniel Jones.
It's not.
Tyrod Taylor didn't look good. Tommy DeVito, we got excited because he was Italian. That was about it. But
Drew Lock.
Like Drew Lock, he had the one good game against the Colts, and that was it, obviously.
That was it. Yep.
You name me one quarterback that succeeded and shown you anything positive in this regime.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's safe to say that Josh Allen made Brian Daboll. Brian Daboll got this job because of the reputation of what happened with his development where he helped Josh Allen. But you could see now, Josh Allen, he didn't really need Daboll as much as everyone thought he did.
Nope.
And that's just the facts.
And look at where Dable was beforehand. And I said this when we first hired Brian Dable. You go back to his other jobs. He developed no quarterbacks in Miami, no quarterbacks in Cleveland, no quarterbacks in Kansas City. They literally had Jamal Charles in his prime and had the worst offense in the entire NFL.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
You tell me how that happens.
Yes, ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, man. Just want to
we gotta go on our show here in a couple minutes here. So
appreciate you stopping by,
right,
Drew. I appreciate it. Hey, listen, y'all. If you ain't already subscribed to this man, he has a good channel, YouTube podcast, the Two Giant Goop Boy. Bro, tell them where they can find you, brother.
There you go.
Pretty much you name it. I mean, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever the hell you want to call it, Twitch. We're on all the audio podcasts as well. Actually, just broke a record today. Actually, literally doubled. I don't know how. It's crazy. It's like we literally doubled our most audio downloads in a month.
Wow!
It's amazing.
Congratulations, man!
And that's after beating our records the last 3 months in a row. All of a sudden, something happened. Somebody likes something, so thank you.
Well, you guys do a hell of a job over there.
You're doing something right, man.
So, and of course, game day coverage as well. So,
yeah, you guys do a hell of a job, man. So shout out to you guys, and I appreciate you coming through, man. Come through anytime you want, brother.
Appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good night, brother.
Drew. Later, brother.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, that's Drew from the Two Giant Goop Balls podcast. Shout out to him joining the show real quick. Yeah. I'm just gonna run through these comments before we close up. Sammy Bowles checks in, says, "Let's go Giants." Yes, sir. I know you happy about that dub. Yes, sir. Darryl says NFLPA interim executive director David White met with Mara and players to discuss the turf issue at MetLife. Well, they need to get another meeting. Was
that recently?
I believe that happened over the offseason. They need to get another.
Okay.
They need to keep talking because something got to give. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. Big Task in Hand checks in. What's good, bro? Big Task in Hand checking in. He says, Pat, he was aiming at Pat. Man, I used to tell people all the time that Eli make receivers. He definitely did. You see what happened when those receivers left. They were never the same. Right? He says, Pat says, Bowen's still a fucking bum. He's surviving off the talent of defensive players. No doubt about it. Big Task also says, good win by the Giants. Jackson Dart will get better as the season moves forward.
Agree.
Yes, I agree, man. But it's up to this coaching staff. They got to do their job and make sure that indeed happens because they're under the microscope and they got to put this kid in the right position, man. And, I just want to say we got to address this, man, before we leave the show.
Oh, man.
The unfiltered truth, man. Malik Neighbors' injury is a punch in the nuts to a potential Giants season-altering win. And I really feel like if this didn't happen, we would be feeling 30 times better today about our chances to actually get back in this race based on the fact of what happened with Dart, the vibes, the way the defense looked yesterday, playing basically their best game of the season. And then that happened. And Danny, in the stadium, it was like a funeral for that time.
I was watching on TV, man. I could feel it from my television. It was like the air was sucked right out of the stadium as soon as Carter got carted off. I'm like, I knew it was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad, man. It was really bad. When the card came out, we knew it wasn't good because when you saw the play in real time out there, you could see he jumped. And when he was going down, he was already grabbing his knee.
It looked like his cleat. I think when I saw it it got caught when he was about to jump. You see his knee buckle.
Yeah. It because of the turf and the traction. It's just it's the devil. The Reaper, bro. It's the Reaper, man. John Mara and Tish need to figure this out. Woody Johnson, whoever's in charge with the Jets, figure this shit out, man. Get some damn grass on this stadium. The stadium already is sus as it is. Could you at least put the grass to get the players comfortable to play here? I mean, what's it gonna take, man? As Drew mentioned earlier, this stadium has a body count, bro. It's got a body count. It's time to fix it and get grass in this stadium, man. And it's sad because Malik Neighbors, we all know what he's about. in my opinion, a top 5 receiver in football right now. And hey, it's a hit in the nuts, man. It's a gut
I-
punch because you really feel like this Giant team could have really go on a run and ascend if he would have been healthy. The vibes would be even more immaculate right now, man.
I really hope that this injury doesn't hinder him from being explosive later on in his career.
I do
Because
too. I hope
you know
not,
what I'm saying?
man.
This injury is gonna be like, yo, should I even jump for this ball anymore?
Yeah,
Should I even go all out? Should I even
right.
give my all just for this one pass?
But you know
You know,
that first
he's
year back is always
yeah,
gonna be
it's
the
gonna
tricks with
it's
the
gonna be the back of his head, bro. I'm telling you,
Yep.
I really hope that this injury doesn't like really disrupt his career because he is a talent.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And the Giants are going to have to, I think, in the offseason, whether it be the draft or free agency, they're going to have to get another receiver in here to help him out. Add to the stash. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have to get somebody in here just in case. You know what I mean? That's an ACL. I don't doubt that Malik will be back next year, ready to rock when he's ready. But
he's gonna be
honestly,
on the pitch count. He's gonna be on a pitch count.
Honestly, they need to take their time with him. And if he can't start next season, I know that's down the road.
Right.
But if he can't start the season, if he got to start the season on the pup, do it. Don't mess with that kid. Make sure he's ready to come back when he's ready. Take the same approach as you had with Andrew Thomas with him. You got to do it.
Absolutely.
So if that's the case, you got to get another receiver in here next year. But that's a story for another day, man. But that's going to conclude today's show. Next week, another winnable game. And quite frankly, folks, it's a must-win and no excuse game for me. They got to win this game. The Saints are a pitiful team. They're terrible. They're probably the worst team in the league, if not the worst roster in the league. I know it's in New Orleans, so yay. And we got a rookie quarterback going. That's not good enough excuse for me, man. Go win that game. I expect this Giant defense to dominate even more than they did this week, next week, against that Saint offense. I can't wait to see them go. I want to win. We got to have a win. I don't want no excuses. I don't care. I don't care if Neighbors is not playing for this game. This is a game you got to win whether Neighbors is playing or not. Okay? So I need to see the Giants defense rise and not play with their fool. Now, I understand it. We're 1-3. We're not in a position to be taking no team lightly, man. None. No team lightly. But I'll say this. The Giants are better than this team, and they better win this week. What do you think about that?
You know, going back to Neighbors, it would have been great if we would have played because he would have been back home.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He would have been
back
home.
home.
You know he would have been trying to style out there. You know that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but as for this game, yeah, as you said, it's a winnable game. Our defense has to step up again to make this. Who is the quarterback anyway? Spencer Rattler? Who is the quarterback?
Rattler, bro. Rattler. Come on.
Anyways,
come on. I mean, bro, it's time to eat. It's time to hunt.
Yeah, we gotta eat, baby. It's time to eat. Put all the plates on the table. Put the forks on the table.
Exactly.
Sit at the table. Start eating, baby. Let's go. That's
the Giants are the better team on the field going into this game. Their defense is the best unit on the field between both teams. They got to go out there and prove that and do their job. They do that. The Giants should do enough to win this game. Simple as that. Rookie quarterback or not.
Right.
This is the game the Giants have to have. That schedule is not fun. This is probably the only game that you could say, hey, I'm confident the Giants will win that game coming into this and in the rest of the season.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
This is the game, bro. No excuses. Get the job done. Let's make 2 in a row, and let's make that Eagle game mean something to us next week on a Thursday night on a short week. But
I really hope they stay undefeated.
I do too. Hey, why not? You know what I mean? But we got to worry about us. We got to not play with our food and go get the job done.
Absolutely.
Let's go,
I agree.
Let's get it done. And one more thing before we go. Prayers for the Giants owner John Harrow, okay?
Yes, sir.
Listen, we have our feelings of how these guys are running the organization. That's something separate from this. This is real life. You don't like to hear about things like that. It was announced today. He announced that he is battling cancer. Prayers up for Giants owner John Mara. We hope for a speedy recovery. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But that's going to wrap up today's show. Thanks for my guy, Danny, as always, coming in, checking in, showing love. Salute to you, brother. I appreciate you.
You know, I always show
through
you
the
love, brother.
show.
Always.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And shout out to Drew from the Giant Goofballs podcast coming through, showing love. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate that as well. And for everyone in the chat, commenting and kicking into the show, salute to all of you. And if you're new to the channel, I got one thing to say, one little request that I have to ask you. Hit that subscribe button to Born for Sports because, folks, I talk all sports. As you can see, big-time New York Giants fan, Victory Monday, the first of the season.
Let's go.
Cheers to Big Blue, the Giant Nation. We deserve that win. We deserve to feel the energy we felt in that stadium yesterday. It was electric. Indeed. It was fun. It was good to get a win. Shout out to Giant Nation. And, hey, let's see if we could build off this and go beat that Saint team next week.
Mm-hmm.
I talk New York Knicks basketball.
It's around the corner, baby.
I'm so fired up and hyped up for Knicks basketball this year. Our title contending New York Knicks. They are getting started this week in training camp. Keep it locked right here, Knick Nation, for that Knick content. First preseason game, we will be live streaming, talking some New York Knicks basketball, and I can't wait to do it. I talk New York Mets baseball. And
do you really?
And someone just play the funeral music because their season is over. They choked away a lead in the wild card the last 2 weeks. And
listen, I know you're gonna have your show venting your frustrations. I already know that.
Oh, I will. I'm too good off the Giants right now. I didn't want the Mets to bring my vibe down, so I didn't do it. But trust me, I'm gonna have a lot to say about what needs to be done going forward to fix this mess of a season. This, quite frankly, is underachieving season by the New York Mets. And it's sad that it went that way, but it is what it is. New York Met Nation, salute. Keep it locked for that Met content coming real soon. I talk about the Yankees, who have a playoff game tomorrow. I talk about the Jets, who are playing tonight. I talk about the bum-ass Brooklyn Nets, who are getting started.
Oh, my God.
Who would even care anyway about?
Who's on that team? Who's on that team?
Man, they got that Division III squad. We don't even a bunch of bums. Oh, it's going to be so fun to kick their ass again this year. But, again, I'm an equal opportunist. I talk about it all. The Nets, whatever you want to talk about in the world of sports, especially New York sports. Shout out to Giant Nation. Danny, any final comments, brother?
Listen, let's go from here. Jackson Dart is our quarterback. Let's go. It's Darty time.
Yes, sir. Victory Monday, folks.
Yes, sir, baby.
Salute the Giant Nation. Like and subscribe to Born for Sports. Let's go, Giants.